Hey guys. Okay. I wanted to talk about a really spooky time when I lived with my kids' their grandma, the crazy Karen lady. Sorry. Okay, so I'm trying to remember. Sorry. I don't mean to space out or anything. I'm trying to remember what it was that creeped me. Oh, okay, now I remember. Okay. She had went into the hospital. She had a seizure, grand mal seizure or stroke or something. So we were living there and she had left to go in the hospital. What else? Let's see. She left and went into the hospital because she had a seizure. We were not there when she had the seizure, but we heard about it. So we go to visit her at the hospital. There were 2 times she was in the hospital after her surgery she had. So hospital visit number 1 was at the Puyallup hospital. There's a hospital named Good Sam. Everybody calls it Good Sam, but the actual name for it is Good Samaritan. She was there to get checked out and everything. We didn't even know where she was at in the hospital. We had to ask and we got lost. We had to be shown back. So she gets back. She was acting kind of strange. She did a lot of weird, strange stuff when I was dating her son. She had, she was very convinced that I was an exotic dancer and I was a streetwalker, if you know what I mean. Because she said I had implants put in, which cracks me up. Anyways, the second time we take her to, or she went to the hospital to get surgery done before she had lost her mind. She sorry, I live next door to a road. I'm trying to remember because I know when we brought her home, when we picked her up from the hospital, she was not herself. Like something had happened at the hospital. So we bring her home. She starts to act really odd and strange. I remember she was talking to herself one time, and she had different voices. She had a man's voice, she had a woman's voice, she had a kid's voice, she had a demon voice. Yeah, she had 4 different voices. And I'm very sorry. Let me scoot back here. Okay. Let me see what time it is. Okay, we're good. Anyways, she gets home, she starts acting weird. She starts having 4 different voices come out at different times. She had a man's voice. She was arguing with a man. Apparently a man voice came out because she was arguing with him. We did not know that there was a entity in her apartment that could turn into her. And we were sleeping one night, and my kids' dad got up. And not that night, but earlier in the morning, throughout the day, I was doing videos. I was giving you guys videos of what was going on. And I had woke up to their dad getting out of bed, and he was walking to the bathroom, and he gets up, goes to the bathroom, and before he goes into the bathroom, he opens up the door, and she's standing right there. I thought it was kind of weird because there was 3 cop cars driving by. That's what she did before. She had came to her bedroom where we were staying, and she would purposely walk in when we were, at the time when we were still together. She would walk in while we were being intimate, and it was very odd and strange. So he opens up the door. It looks like her standing there, and he asked her, "Are you all right?" And mind you, I can hear her snoring in the next room, literally like sawing logs. And this thing moves to the kitchen, and it's a man's face on a woman's body. It was really strange. And then he comes back to bed, we go back to sleep, and something growls in my ear very evilly. And that's when I knew she brought something back from the hospital. I heard a long time ago that an elderly person or older person, when they go to the hospital and they either have surgery or they die, something can be inside them because it's not them, it's someone else or something else. So it was very odd and eerie. And then after that, I didn't want to live there anymore. And I had to stick around because their dad didn't want to live there either. We were all stuck. My kids, me, their dad. He was fighting some demons himself. And he got into drugs really bad. But yeah, a lot of times we didn't want to stay there. So we joined the YMCA, and we would drive around for hours we'd pick our kids up from school and we'd go driving around for hours just to stay away from her. He felt something was wrong with his mom because it was not his mom that we picked up. But we did notice like her old self coming back because she would scream on the phone like old times. And I used to make Snapchat videos. And in one of my videos I was making, people were very concerned and I didn't know what was going on. And one guy, he wrote me on there and said, review your video on YouTube. So I had a video and I muted the volume because I don't like to hear myself. I don't want to hear the way the video sounded. And I'm watching it and she's in the background with this evil glare and grin on her face, like she's plotting something, I don't know. And so she was just standing behind me in the kitchen, glaring and staring at me. It was very odd. So after that, we started going places. We literally would go like miles away just so we'd let her have her place back, and we'd go stay at motels for like 2 nights because she'd start panicking and she'd call us and go, oh my god. But yeah, the really creepy part was her talking to herself in 4 different voices. Mainly it was her arguing with a man. It was her arguing with a man's voice. And we used to have a friend. I still talk to our friend. We used to have a friend that used to live there. So.